No one can really tell my nationality. It usually happens when I'm first talking to people. They'll ask, so where are you from? I'm like, go ahead and guess. And they're like, you must be Puerto Rican. No. Colombian? Nope. Dominican? No. Are you mixed? No. Then what are you? I'm Guatemalan. Guatemalan? Oh, really? Where are your parents from? Are you sure? Sí, mi amor, estoy segura. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say that next. I knew it. But you don't look like a Guatemalan. Well, why don't you share with me what I should look like? Straight hair, not curly hair, right? So maybe I should start going tanning now? Black hair. Okay, wait, I feel like I should write this down. And then anything else? Oh, you don't know. I just don't look it. Okay, perfect. As we're wrapping up and finishing up, they'll actually, oh, wait, but you know what? I definitely see it now. I definitely could tell. I could tell. That's why you're short. It's very amusing sometimes. I get it all the time.
Being a Latina in my family means watching telenovelas. I'm always with my mom and my sister watching novelas. Just watch some really dramatic TV. We legit sit there all day watching the novelas if we could, but throughout the entire day we go about our business. Then we all get together in the night and just watch the reruns because we have to watch it, and it's the best if we watch it together. We know it's all fake, but we still love it. We can never miss the novelas. That's the biggest part of being a Latina in our house. It's definitely just being able to just sit together, come together, and watch the novelas.
I'm Jose. I'm a young Dominican American from Providence, Rhode Island. Being Dominican, being Latino, encompasses so many varieties and spices of life. But the one thing we all can share in common is that when it comes to mothers or families, they have to one-up each other. My mom works at a salon. My mother works in a salon, and as any other Latino would know, so much talking goes on there. My mom, for example, if she's talking to a client and she's just like, oye, oíste eso. My daughter, she got into this. My son, he did this. My mom would be like, oh, that's nice. My nephew, my niece, my relatives, they're all doing this, and this. My mom's like, well, that's nice. But did you hear what Jose did? My son did this. He's going here. He's doing this. And I'm just like, Mom, weren't you just yelling at me like a minute ago? She's like, mijo, cállate. I'm just like, oh, okay. Sorry, Mom. I love my mom. And it's just part of being a Latino. And hey, what can you do? I love my culture and I love it. Love my mom.
Hey, what's up? My name's Wilder. I'm from New Jersey. Originally though, I was born in Peru. I immigrated to the States when I was 8. And like any other immigrant, my parents, they were super Catholic. We would go to Mass every single Sunday. And when I say every single Sunday, it was every Sunday. Every Sunday, we'd have to wake up at 7 a.m. because we'd have to be in Mass by 7:30. Funny thing was though, my parents would always be like, it's 9 p.m. on a Saturday night, go to sleep, you gotta go to church tomorrow. And my parents would stay up until 11, 12, their usual hour. But once Sunday came around, once, we went to Mass, whenever we went to Mass, we would always sit in the front row. That was our seat. It was just kept for us. And my parents would sit in the front, I'd sit by the aisle. 5 minutes into Mass though, the priest is talking, everything's going on. Both my parents just fall asleep. My dad starts snoring a little. Every Sunday, that was just customary for us, People would look around, people would start laughing. My priest would look at us. I'd wake up my dad and he's like, no, I'm listening, I'm just meditating. And, that would happen every single Sunday. My parents really didn't care what anyone else said. It was just Mass, we were front row, and they just fell asleep for the whole Mass. That's my story.
I hate it when people say that I'm not a real Latino. I mean, what does that even mean? I know I look different because my mom is half white, half Mexican, my dad's Mexican and Spanish, and for some reason, they had an Indian-looking baby. I don't know. It's not my fault. And it gets really awkward when people find out that I can't speak Spanish. I remember when I would go to Mexico when I was 5 for Thanksgiving, my tias would come up to me and be like, mi hija, why don't you speak Spanish? And I was 5, so I didn't know how to respond, and I just shrugged my shoulders and be like, I don't know. So maybe talk to my parents about that issue, but I did learn how to spell car today in kindergarten, so that was a personal win. But then they would get more aggressive, and they would say, why don't you learn Spanish in your fancy new American school? And that's when the sassy pants would come on, and my hands would go to my 5-year-old hips, and I would say, look, mujer, okay? I have a great opportunity in America. I know what a triangle is. I know that cows go moo, not dogs, common misconception. And I know that Albert Einstein's theory that E equals mc squared has always been correct. I think being a real Latino means that you uphold the cultural values, honoring our family, making sacrifices when necessary, and working our butt off every single day for a better life. So by that definition, I am a real Latino. And so are you.